Now then, allow me to please go through the...
Listen to me! Got it!
Yes, indeed. Hey. Makoto.
Let's begin with a basic explanation.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I assert that the one who was
Yeah, and the murder took...
In the bathroom. So it seemed the killer must have taken her by surprise while she didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can...
A struggle?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't...
She must have been attacked in the main room first. The killer followed her in, and that's where they...
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to...
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon!
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong!
No. I do think it was a knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered...
Which means that knife must be the...
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. And if you look real close, I could
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife. But where does that get? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was...
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it...
You really believe that?
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret when nobody was in the dining hall. And then he went and stabbed...
So he really did? We've reached the end. So I guess there's no question, but where does that...
Makoto must have did it in secret.
No, that's wrong! Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right?
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier? Just to be perfectly clear, and at any point while you were there.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the...
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in...
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is...
So you ask, and each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the...
So in other words, two people can work together.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said... No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can
I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was...
I hate to have to ask, but...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them?
Actually, no.
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that... We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it does... So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first...
Well, because... they're not here anymore. Sayaka. She's the one who...
I got it! Then...
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, when she came into the dining hall, she didn't... As she left, she said she just wanted to...
And the person who took the knife was the victim. I'm sure...
So you're saying the knife she took, in that case, you may not have taken the knife.
What?
See? He did do it.
No! You're...
So, that's how you would...
Hold on. It's still too... Because you see, if the room did... And until we unravel that little...
Bewildering?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime. You know what I'm talking about.
That's right! There wasn't a...
So, the culprit removed...
Yes. And if I were why would I need to get rid of all... It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my...
The reason all the hair was gone, that makes sense, does it?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to...
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course. To remove...
Wait. Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important?
No. There are other reasons that...
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into...
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bath...
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have...
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting... There was clear evidence left behind.
Shoot! I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting...
Huh?
The doorknob for my bathroom. See how the top part was unscrewed?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly This is another most bewildering act.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand. The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally...
To finish the job.
It was you! We already know the answer! The incident took place. Sayaka was first, she then fled into the...
Then the killer ran...
And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally...
To finish the job.
It was you! We already know the answer! The incident took place. Sayaka was first attacked. She then fled into the...
Then the killer ran... And they got into the bathroom. At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally...
To finish the job.
It was you! We already know the answer! The incident took place. Sayaka was first, she then fled into the...
Then the killer ran out, and they got into the back. At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Shoot!
The incident took place. Sayaka was first, she then fled into the...
Then the killer ran, and they got into the back. At that point, the killer... Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally...
The culprit had...
To finish the job.
It was you! We already know the answer! The incident took place. Sayaka was first, she then fled into the...
Then the killer ran, and they got into the back. At that point, the killer... Because Sayaka had locked it. No, it's wrong! The reason my bathroom didn't open, after all, the girls were...
Yes, now that...
Then why didn't your
Because it was stuck. Huh? What do you... My bathroom door doesn't fit, and Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the... That's not lucky.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that, and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was?
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more what the killer didn't know was that which is what led to the misunderstanding about the—
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have—
So they had no idea how unnecessary.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused with—
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that was—
Definitely something I wouldn't do.
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happened?
Well, why don't we just—
Majority rules? Do you really think that's—
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone's—
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? Oh, as a matter of— Oh, you don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering.
Yes.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the lock—
Fine. How about this? The killer, they could have knocked and said they wanted to talk.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh! Trying— Hello? White!
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared. Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened—
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
I know you don't want to consider it, but I found a notepad during my search, and these are the words.
Oh man! When you write, it can leave an imprint. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I'd better make sure I rip it.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique. But oh, and I should also mention, which means only someone who had—
Then either it was Makoto who lit—
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bit.
But why? Why would she—
The note was likely her way of— She must have slid it under their door to let them—
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation—
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me!
But can you be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, it's wrong! The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's room—
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched. Just as a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room And the nameplate on Makoto's.
So what you're saying is...
Then, if someone did
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. And the one who switched the names was...
I got it! Me and... I got it! All you have...
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist!
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Shoot! When the fighting for the culprit, and that's when the first sword-based...
And that's what broke... So, she grabbed the kitchen knife But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting broke out,
the culprit, and that's when the first
sword-based sneak attack!
And that's what broke Miss Mizono.
So, she grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Shoot! When the fighting for the culprit, and that's when the first sword-based... And that's what broke Miss Mizono's...
So, she grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden...
But then the culprit took that...
And they killed... And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting for the culprit, and that's when the first...
Sword-based sneak attack!
Shoot!
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
Shoot!
When the fighting broke out,
the culprit, and that's when the first...
Sword-based sneak attack!
No, it's wrong!
Actually, no.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been... See? There's a gash...
Something sharp.
Stop jumping ahead!
If the sword was used first, if you were going to attack with the sword...
That's true. With the sheath...
Okay, so...
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, in that situation, there wouldn't...
So you're saying the sword was in it?
Which means whoever...
I think I get it! The culprit came in. Then they took the knife and attacked...
Shoot! I refuse to give up yet! Shoot! I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? I got it! I got it!
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right? Shoot! It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong. There still might be one. I got it! Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 100. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then...
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got...
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Lee?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right! There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so. I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should...
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy it.
No, that's wrong! Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball. All they had to do was hit that switch. And
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
remember what you said before, Hifumi? Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is... I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened. exactly what happened. I think I'd better... Last night, the kill, from what we can tell, she attacked them with the knife. The killer is you! The killer is you! But then something happened that they grabbed the fake sword I put... During the struggle, a strike from... The killer is you! During the struggle. And that's when she... Finding... The killer, what they did in Sayak. Here's exactly what happened. And I refuse to give up yet! Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one... But they... And... What's... So in... And... And with that, all her strength was gone. First, then they... The killer managed to throw her and... Having the... It would appear that Hero simply You went there to try and wash the blood out of your... Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to...
So, Leon,
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is Makoto. When the killer broke the bathroom doorknob, so what did the killer...
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Where's your proof?
This should prove it! The screws on the bathroom door... I wonder what...
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem...
You...
Hey!